Hello everyone, Woo here, and with the
Alright.
updates to my video settings, the file sizes have gotten a little bigger.
Let's get this
Now a
done.
3-hour video is
Judy, just
like
email however many
80
you want. I'll get
gigabytes
them
instead
over
of
there.
50,
I know
so
it's weird.
I thought
Or at
this would be
least
the
I
perfect
skimmed
time to
through
start
all
going
of
through the
them
massive
at some
backlog,
point or
starting with this
another.
one. This is an
Get this stuff
ancient
over here. I'm
506th
just making some
impromptu op
final
I did
touches. They're setting
last
up.
September,
I
not
think this
4 months
option
ago,
is a very
September,
annoying
or it's
thing, but
January,
we'll
September
see
would have
how
been,
this
yeah,
all
4 or 5 months
goes.
ago.
And it's
This was the last
I need
year's
to run the timer
September,
down just a
so
bit more
pardon
because
the,
it's
the
being
quality
very
on this one, but I'm
very
gonna
slow going
slowly
mad.
start re-uploading everything I missed, so
Just trying to
hope you
think
enjoy it.
how to
This
structure it
operation,
from
it's
here.
some 506 members take on a compound within Malden 2035, and
And
I
I
think it's
got
also
some
good to
lanes
reflect
set up
on,
that
how I
way the
used to Zeus way
gamma
back when,
matches
because
the
I am
amount
starting
I have
a
on my map.
new
But
project
something
dubbed
like
the
this
Zeus
for view.
Encyclopedia. So, hope you guys enjoy this
Oh,
video, and
now we're getting
yeah,
too dark.
see you next time.
Overdid it. That's perfect. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
nearly done.
Lighting from all these street lights is good.
Who's I? Yellow.
That should be alright. I hope the
Yeah.
base is properly frickin' lit. Yeah, we're good.
Pretty good.
Cool. They're getting themselves sorted, but right now it's basically drum and war games aren't here, so it's just the rise of the underdogs within the 506 today. We're gonna have an HVT capture and an Intel capture, which is his laptop. That's gonna be the basic premises of the op, and it's gonna be mainly stealthy. Also, let me fix my music here. I had it blasting a bit. Put that there. Put that on the speed quotient. That should be good.
Alright, you're with Lindels.
Alright, perfect.
Lindels.
Oh, yeah. We did enable a helicopter. It's an FAB with 3 machine gunners and some rocket pods. Why? Because why not? And they told me they're only bringing a single Moz gunner, so he also told me he's bringing 3 rockets. Say again?
I'm on 31 if you need to talk to me.
Fuck. Fuck. When you can't find the clear volume because you've been playing with a bunch of radios. This is Liru on frequency 31. Anyone copy?
Oh, we got.
That was really fucking loud. Jesus Christ. Hold on. It didn't transmit. Why?
We got 2 grenadiers and 2.
Oh, apparently
Damn
my
loud.
router's fucked up. Hang on.
If we need a grenadier,
Go ahead.
secret op,
Check, check.
Checking it, check.
Roger, just say when you want your brief.
Copy.
It's a bit louder than normal, but I haven't messed with anything in my audio, so whatever. If it gets too loud, I'll just adjust the settings mid-game. But this is a vanilla-based compound, and the developers have done it so that things are double-doored to connect buildings. So this back door actually connects with this door over here, but these are also custom scripted. That way the door for this building is not there. So basically it's made one giant mansion superstructure. Which is actually kind of cool. Terms of guardians and whatnot, got a bunch of different roaming infantry, different technicals, 2 BTRs, 1 BMP. The BMP is stashed over here somewhere. It's not that puppy. Where did I put her? Here she is. And it's a BMP too, because these things tend to murder people. But let's put our new difficulty setting. I was yelled at for this, because apparently I've been doing it wrong this entire line. It's 90, 35,
sorry, I was listening to you.
50, 90. I think.
We have a Moz.
We'll figure it out.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
But anyway, I'm just waiting for him to say he's ready for his brief. But again, very simple capture procedure. And we have the officer back at base because I have him here for reference. Nothing too bad. I mean, he's wearing this for whatever reason. He's got a red beret. I mean, that should not be difficult at all to PID. But if they kill him, well, tough titty. Because I've got a mini campaign going for the 506 right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and start my stream.
I already did. What tier is this op? I don't count the 506 in any tier system. It's just a 506 op. Similar to if it were a Manticore op or that new group I'm doing stuff with, Rhodesian Light Infantry, Charlie Foxtrot op is what I'm going to start calling them if they keep doing what they did. But we'll see how it all goes. Here's the deal, Kilgoel. I will be driving these Vics out manually because she can... I mean, watch. Oh, I cut her fuel like a dumbass so she wouldn't go anywhere. Hold on 1 sec. But I've done these things before. Put a bit of fuel in her. Load stuff up. Forward. And then you clip under that bottom part of the garage. Why aren't you driving forward for me, buddy? Come on. And then just hold the back key. Hold the back key. Oh, she can't get back in. There we go. Easy as that. Just a little bumpy with the controls right there, but that's good. See, dog, you should have faith in them, because these guys have, well, the last one was shaky. I ended up having to revive them because they stuck too long in that kill box we had right on this bunker, so, you know, me being nice, but that's because I'm a guest here. It's not my actual community, but we'll see how this all plays out. It's a stealth insurgent, so they need to get here. If they get up to the wall and kill things, and by the time they'll be pulling out with the HVT, reinforcements will be coming in, so they need to be quick about it.
We're ready. Squad nets on 3-0, if you want to listen.
3-0, gotcha. Here's the deal. Alright, do you want me to do it over comm?
Oh, you could do it here. I don't care.
Alright. Here's the deal. So we're continuing a mission last week where we secured an underground excavation site over here. I've circled it on the map. It appears that there was something very specific that Boko Haram was after. An old laptop that they've managed to charge up and bring to a compound that has already been marked for you guys at Blanche's. It is a vineyard, and it is also heavily fortified. It's expected to have a mortar position, a few statics, some 50 cal technicals on standby, and a few dozen guards. In the areas around it, in these compounds, there's also expected to be both a civilian presence and enemy forces inhabiting these compounds that are going to act as QRF. There's also expected to be a light to moderate armor presence and a possible air presence. Your objective is to get to the vineyard mansion of Blanche's, find their local officer, and secure his laptop and himself unharmed. This is our body double right here, who has dressed as the officer in question, and this is exactly what he will look like.
Okay, and we're capturing this guy?
Capture, do not kill. We'd like to get some additional intel from him, but if he gets killed, so be it. At least get his laptop. Make sure you guys are also briefed on how to capture vanilla intel, which is either space or enter. I don't know how you guys configured the buttons. Server side, but yeah, that's it. Stealth will be friendly to you, but, you know, you play you. And have fun.
Okay. Alright. Cool. I'll work out a battle plan.
Cool.
Useless.
Right, team leads on...
Alright, so when they start moving out, I'm going to drag that officer back to over here and put him on the roof. And we'll see how this all plays out. So we've got a good amount of lights down to help these guys see. I have a mortar position down right here. So long as this mortar position is up, I will be spawning in flares, but the contingency is if this mortar position goes down and I don't recruit, I can't fire flares at them, so my units can see their positions. We're just going to have to rely on lighting and defensive tactics. In terms of my personal aggression, this is going to be something new since I haven't had this many people in a 506th op for a while. It hasn't been since the first few times we did it where it was, a brand new thing. We've got a good, about... Actually need to do a fucking head count here. 5, 10, 14 people, so I'll be moderately aggressive with my remote controlling, but not all out like I sometimes do in Tier 2 and 3. But I will be giving probably, 3, 4 pot shots before I go for the kill. And if they get wipes like last time, I won't res them, because that was a one-time deal. So, we'll see how this all plays out. I am going to limit myself at the AO, but if they dilly-dally after killing a majority of my QRF, I will be sending more. Anyway, they said their long-range net was going to be over 30 for squad net. I always like to listen in. And we'll see how this all plays out. So, to fill in the fact, I almost forgot about this. Since we were doing Antistasi earlier today, and I don't Zeus that because it's all scripted. I know a few subs requested goats. Boom, goats, done with that. And these guys don't know the PTSD, but I'm going to put some butterflies right here because we can. Anyway, hope you guys are having fun. Feel free to sit back, relax, talk with me. We're just waiting for them to deploy, and if you have any suggestions, so long as they're realistic, they don't have their drone up yet, we should be good. So, have at it. Gonna look at a few things here, see if I need to edit anything. Thinking maybe a campsite up here to start, but we'll make it something simple. I like Camp Crow. It's a small, easy campsite to utilize. Right there, that's fine. Sometimes when the bunkers get like that, just adjust things and then move this over and adjust it. But I don't know why that one keeps wanting to hover like that. That's fine, and then we can delete this. Make a slight adjustment with this, hide stuff, and that's set to units still. There we go. And then for unit development and whatnot for Boko, we can take a static. With these positions, I often like to put a stand-up cord. Don't fall over, you son of a bitch. I hate this thing. So you're just gonna lean around that. Okay, let's see if a Dishko works. Otherwise, we're going to have to use an evil ZU. Fuck it, let's just use the evil ZU.
Okay.
Since that thing has a much better stabilization. Stop bouncing
So
around.
let's give him a warm welcome.
I mean, that's an evil thing, but hey, it's fun. And then we'll just put a fire team up here, and then let me remote this guy and control the fire. As you can see, it's pretty pitch black, but I have matched my gamma, and let there be lights. But this is what the standard vision is, that's why light sources are so important. Sniper camp, here's the thing. We could set up a sniper camp, but it's going to be useless. Like, we could set something up right here, but I'm going to tell you right now, because of both the spotting coefficient, even though it's set to 90, because of how frickin' dark it is, it's not going to work the way you think. There's literally no reason to put snipers down. And Boko Haram, I don't want to give them NVG scopes, but, if they take forever, I'll start dilly-dallying into it, but we'll see. Special op theme, it's just going to be an HVT retrieval and laptop retrieval. I would say, in terms of player bases, my general players compared to the 506 general players, I'd say the 506 overall player is better than the overall TSB gamer, but I will say the elite player from TSB is better than, or the average elite player from TSB is better than the average 506 player. And I hope with at least Tier 4 operations I can prove that. But then again, with Arma, there is no better. in my opinion, because there's so many different settings you can calibrate to the game. And I've just, within my own community, fine-tuned my tier 3s and above to much more difficult settings than the 506. So you really can't compare, in my opinion. My overall comparison is just based off of the difficulty settings that they're used to, not even their general skill. That's just me. What do you gain when you go up tiers? Basically more respect, and you can play more types of ops and also access to Op 4 or enemy slots in specific scenarios, as well as more of a say when we decide to do a new campaign or whatnot. It's difficult to say, Kill and Gal. I mean, again, it depends on the global settings of the server. Really, that's it. I mean, like, it's just the whole enchilada that's tough to tackle, in my opinion. But hey, if you want to make your own community and tackle these games at very high settings, feel free to. Like, go ahead. I just do what I'm told to do. Alright. Okay, I mean, I'm not getting any more ideas. I guess we can set up... What I'm thinking for a sniper camp, if we want to do NVGs, I need to find a good flat spot that is fucking perfect. We'll put the camp up here. They don't have the drone up yet. But that's fine. So what you do is you put the snipers right there, and we can put the camp right here, and it's also close to that position. So what we need to do is...
I bet they are.
It's the Apex camp. That's what we want to set up. We can put that to the side right there. Delete that. And there is a fire pit, so we just need to take that. Zeus, remove, perfect. And then we can put a few guys down. We'll put a fire team down. Or, nah, fuck it. We can just put a few guys down like this. A warlord. Quick remote control so I can turn on that fire. And now for snipers, I'm going to have to make a custom loadout. Let me see if there's a default marksman slot to use.
Let's
Put
give
him
him a
on
warm
crouch.
welcome, shall we?
And for this, we need to go to Boko, men. Do we have any, like, marksman, rifleman, and SVD? That works. And we can custom kit these guys. Let me see if I can make this work. Prone. Arsenal. So, first things first, if he's going to be a sniper, I need to give him some sort of good version of those, whatever. And then sniper scope. I don't think there is by default a night vision scope for the SVD, but giving him NVG should work. So that'll be fine. And then Arsenal, you're going to be a spotter. I'm just trying to visualize how that would go. First off, take the gun away. He's like that. Let me see if I give him binoculars. He'll keep them. We'll use 1200 locker rangefinder.
Let's give him
And
a
if
warm
I
welcome,
do this,
shall we?
will you keep it?
Banana them.
Perfect.
I want to come and look who's the hostage.
Okay, here we go. So,
Alright.
you guys,
Yeah, so... not night vision compatible, but he's got basically thermal and HG, so he should be able to make it work regardless. And then I feel like for this to work properly, I'm gonna put...
Well, this is somewhere. I don't know. I heard him. I think he's over there. He's to the northeast.
No, spawn effects, persistent, light source, not smoke, white light. close. That's very bright.
Okay.
They're burning like thermite or something in there. I don't know. Let me see if I can find something better. Spawn effect. I'm looking for like a fire or something. Flare, smoke, persistent smoke billow. I don't think. Vehicle fire, maybe. Nah, that won't work. Can we just light that? Unfortunately not. Okay, that's fine. I'll just, we can put a campfire in that barrel, and that should be fine.
I can suppress my 240 Bravo.
So what we'll do is copy this one thing. It's taking a second. There we go. One, add, done. Put it in the barrel, remote control. And then if we look at it, which it should be right here, it's not letting me light. Okay, simple, simple. We just switch the fires. That way the lit one's already there. So we just do boop, boop. That's fine. And then move this puppy over here. Boom, lit fire. And then this one, we just gotta quickly remote. And now I have to find, now it's just getting way too fucking dark. Here it is. Boom. And yes, that is Elle Munson, who is the wife of the other Munson within this ops. And these are, those two are usually regulars within the Secret Squirrel op regardless. So that should be good. Now, other suggestions. Lanterns, yeah, we could do lanterns, but meh. Let me quickly add the vehicle back. Boko Haram will give it a simple technical off-road. Not an off-road M2. We'll make it a basic Land Rover. Now, these are a lot of new people, so I feel like we need to do some Liru special here.
Alright, all teams, you got about 2 minutes, then we're stepping off. One copies.
So, to dignify a Liru special, we need to have some very special vehicles here. Advanced Composition, Custom, 63rd ISIS. Let's see, Land Rover Variants. Where's my 50? Not an AGS, that's a bit too mean.
Your beautiful face.
Not fortified. Cord Land Rover. That's all we need to make the difference.
Get on the other side.
Let's see, what else do we got? Here, let's actually delete this one and we can put another.
This is Nomad Tree. Is that it? Tree's good to go, interactive.
We can
You want
fit
us
it right there.
to be set up anywhere? Over. Negative. Just
5
Router standing by. Tree out.
and 5.
Control very cuddly. What do you think?
Put him in there. Control C. Control V. Ah, the nice little hidden 50 cals. I love these puppies.
I already did.
I don't feel like putting a big Bessie down, though. It's a bit too much. What else do we got? We're not doing I have many Liru specials. You guys are absolutely right, but for the 506, I have to go with the somewhat realistic ones.
Nomad,
So-
this is one. We're good to go here.
We'll go with what we got.
Copy, Nomad 1.
So hearing them on squad nets, I'm going to move Fudgehead McGee
Oh,
back to his
that's two
natural
already.
habitat.
Copy that.
Yeah.
That's going to be right up here. Perfect.
Alright, Alpha, go ahead and take us out. Load up your front Vic. Bravo in the
let's give
second.
him a
Charlie in the
warm-up,
rear.
shall we?
Let's see now. Hide Zeus.
Say again, last. You're gonna take out.
And I need to
take us
do real
out
quick.
with the
Move
Vics. You're
this
gonna be in the
over.
lead
That
Vic.
way, if any of them try to communicate with me on
One copy.
TS, I need to have this channel open.
3 copies moving.
That's good. So, Zeus. Static radio. Interesting. Don't know what that is. Hide Zeus. True. And I'm going to go out and about. So they asked for 4 prowlers. I also put a reminder right here of the fallen
Once mounted, good to go.
brawler. We all know and love you, but you always seem to either not do anything, be too OP, or blow the shit out of yourself.
This 3 were mounted, good to go.
So I got 1 guy on the Moss. They've also brought some shoulder fire AT. It's good to see. And we'll see how this all plays out.
Alpha, go ahead and take us out.
Who's in command? Munson is in command.
3 picks moving.
So OP1, this is in the previous area of where the firefight was. I don't know if they have a drone out, though. I'm going to start combing for it. Add units. Otherwise, I have no idea where that puppy is. Otherwise, I might just do it blind. I don't know. But we'll see how this all plays out. We're not doing suicide bombers. Boko doesn't really do that. Plus, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I haven't done suicide bombers in a really long time, and I'm going to keep that going. They're not really... Just with all the PID mess you can create,
Taking a right turn up ahead.
it's not the best thing to do. Why are you floating, dude? Okay, he's floating because he's floating.
Pick 1 right turn.
Yeah, 60-second
Last one,
ads,
right.
those dudes suck. I mean, one of them did ask me how to use the UAV, and I gave him a brief demonstration of you just need the terminal and then the backpack, and then you just put it up and fly it. But I know it wasn't shot down because I don't hear any gunshots, so should be okay, more or less. And I need to put a vehicle in there just to signify that there's units there too. Because I've got 1 Vic there. Let me put another one right here. That should be good. We've got these guys kind of out and about, so that should be all right. We'll see how this all goes. Mortars, again, contingency is mortars will be mainly firing flares. However, if they try to hunker down in a position, I will start ranging them. But if the mortars go down, I lose the ability to call in flares, which basically spawn, flare, white flare, or we'd use red flare for enemy and white for general visibility. And then boom, she gets popped in. Pretty bright motherfucker, but when she lands, that's when she really illuminates the area. Easy as that. Plus, they're the pods, the POD variants, and these things can be pretty silent with the launching, so... It's only the vanilla ones that have the big thudding when they launch. So otherwise, they've marked their route. They're going to probably stop the Vix right here and then go on foot. Get eyes on from the hills, and we'll see how it all plays out. I'm going to put a roaming squad within this tree line, just as a last-second addition. And that should be good. Have them again. We'll actually put them in a diamond, but they'll be set to casual for now. And then let's replace our global skill AI for everything that we've adjusted. And then that should be good. So all in all, not a bad AO. I'd say in terms of what Secret Squirrel Ops normally do, this is a bit underwhelming, but it'll pick up once reinforcements start being brought from other areas of the island. We'll see how this all goes. I do not Zeus for their campaign ops. I am technically not allowed to, because if I were to do that, I have to become an official member of their group, and I can't because it's considered dual clanning because I run my own community. And I wouldn't want to, you know, cause any issues or set up on their turf or anything. I'm just here because War Games was nice enough to invite me months ago. And it's just a relationship we've kept ever since because, you know, I like Zeusing. Alright. Oh, don't remind me about Ambiggy kidnapping me last time we fought with Boko Haram. That was a funny experience, to say the least. I mean, here's another potential thing here. If they scout out this position and take the ZU, and I already told them I will be spawning in helicopters, they might stay there to shoot that puppy down. We'll see how this all goes. God. See, now everyone's reminding me of that damn op, but that's fine. Otherwise, if they're gonna assault from the hill, they're definitely gonna get either up here or up here, and then funnel themselves in from that direction. I mean, they could definitely do it stealthy. Let's give them a coming down the ravine right here, through the valleys. Then there's also this nice little tunnel complex they can use that'll literally lead them right here. And then it's just a matter of sticking to the tree lines, evading the roaming patrols, which, for some reason, don't want to seem to repeat. Gotta completely reset this idiot now. And getting as close to their objective as possible before they are forced to break first contact for whatever reason. What the AO looks like without NVGs? Sure. I've put up a bunch of custom street lamps for lighting for the units that are down, but as you can see, this is me with a little bit of my gamma turned up both for my monitor, and I've calibrated OBS to capture with that gamma quality. It's pretty fucking dark. Even though this is a moonlit night, too, so I'm actually very surprised with how dark it is. I was expecting it to be a bit brighter. But, yeah, you definitely need NVGs or to stick to the light for it to work. They've got night vision, though, so... And they told me they wanted it to be a night op, so that's what we're working with. Otherwise, it looks like they're setting up right here, starting to get some eyes on. Nothing in the surrounding area from the previous op. I've pulled everything down to the south, and we'll see how things are going. I hope they did pack NVGs. In view, I don't know if we can do that. Let me quickly check a setting here. Let me see if we can get first-person view on them. Yeah, it's gonna do that glitch, though, where we can't see it under NVGs. 5,000. Nice. I didn't brief these guys, though, to say that they're suicide. Tell you what. This weekend, we'll have some suicide bombers for the ops, but with these guys, I would need to tell them beforehand if we were going to run something like suicide bombers here. So, if I see an opportunity to make one, I'll take it. Otherwise, we'll see. But yeah, I think they're going to take the exact route I pointed out, get themselves right down to right here. And I think the best thing to do once you're right here is to either cross around over here, stick to these tree lines, use all this cover, and then you can literally just take it all the way around and then get right on top of the compound. Or, you could do this. But that gives you a lot less room to work with, and you got to worry about this big patrol. So, yeah, I definitely just snake around right there. But again, I don't think they have a drone up, so they're just going to play it by eye and see what happens. Drum swears more than Brewer. I can tell you that right now. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Here's the thing. If you work 40 hours a week on setting up mission files and zeusing for a group of people that then completely fuck the op up because they don't take it seriously, you're gonna be a bit pissed off. That's why recently, over the past few days, I've been rather negative towards my players. Actually, I'll just say, I've been really angry, and I've been very demanding with when I give orders when I'm on the ground, or very hostile in the debriefs. And if you want, you can ask me why, and we can talk about it in private, but if you rewatch those streams and see the stupid shit they pulled, I think it'll be pretty clear. So that's just me saying what I need to say. But I'm nicer on the 506 because they actually take the ops as seriously as they can. That's why I give them more the benefit of the doubt, and I care more about their experience, because they give me the time. Similar to, like, my Tier 3 ops, most of the time, you know, Tier 3 ops go really well, and I put a lot of detail into it, and they get a lot out of it. The last one, not so much, but most of the time, it's the same way. But regardless, that's just how I roll. So, let's give him a warning. I know it was just a troll, but when you see stuff like that, you still need to explain yourself regardless. Munson staying back. See, when people do this, I feel like they have a drone. I just don't have it. So I'm going to play it as if there is a drone and not spawn things in the AO by using line of sight, because I don't know. You have to manually add things to the interface, so that's what I normally do when they set the drone up, but regardless, we'll see how this goes. Well, that's fine. I mean, just take it from me as well, with all this crazy, like, YouTube ad revenue stripping stuff that's been going around and making a bunch of people hostile and paranoid. I mean, everyone's been jumpy the past week regardless. It's fine. I have been adding 500 around this area to see it, but otherwise, if you add too much at once, you could actually cause, like, a major lag issue with the server. And they're setting up recon right here. They're on hills. They're overwatching things with night vision. And I know their squad leaders carry NVGs. Was that a shot? That was either the music or a shot, but that sounded distinctively like an AK, so I'm just checking around. Huh. But, they could definitely use the equipment they bring on the ground to help them pathfind. And, you know, if they don't want to use a drone, hey, more power to them. It's more of a challenge. And everyone's jumpy on YouTube because a recent algorithm for screening videos has taken a lot of people's ad revenue away for a big portion of their videos, and everyone's just kind of pissy about it. So, yeah. It's fine. Yeah, exactly, Luke. NVGs everyone receives, but thermals are also given to the squad leads to help them pinpoint targets. Are they going to use the tunnel? Use the tunnel. You know you want to. Use the frickin' tunnel. It's the best thing ever about this map. God damn it. If I knew they were going to use the tunnel, I would have put a few units around it and used it as, like, some sort of supply cache, but that's fine. That's fine. I estimate after first contact, this op should take no more than an hour and can be finished within 15 minutes, but that depends on where they set up for first contact. If they do all of the stealth intro right, they could get right up to this compound, breach in, kill these two guys next to this opening of the wall, kill these other two guys. Okay, those guys they were just moving fast. Simply flood in, breach through the back, clear this main compound, get the intel, get the officer, take one of these Vics, drive out, and be done in 15 minutes easy. Yes, they're using the tunnel. So let's be honest, this is really fucking cool. Any op with tunnels is pretty kick-ass, but looks like they've been dividing into 4-man fire teams. They've got one on Overwatch right here, and they're sending 2 in, and Munson is back here with this PV2. So I'm assuming this is like a company medic or something, and Munson's the one squad leading, or not squad leading, but commanding, so they're staying in the back. So he's got 3 teams to work with, which is a very nice diversity of units we've got here. It's good to see. Yes, Sergeant Fluffers will be in the Durka Durka finale, which will be live streamed on Sunday morning before our general Sunday ops. Oh, this is going to get tight. The thing is, they're going to end that waypoint and cross, so they might run into the either... No, Venny's going to get in the back in time, but they might run into the command squad and be cut off. Ooh. At this trajectory, yep, they're going to run into each other, at least on the back half. And no one sees it coming. Oh, that's just brilliant. I'm on their squad net right now. Let me teleport in, but I'm not hearing anything on it. So we'll get in. Did Venny see him? There we go. So yeah, just the mountain range was cutting it off. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, they might be able to... It's because these guys don't have NVGs, but... they hustled. And these guys have no fucking idea.
Alpha, we do have some infantry patrols moving around on the tunnel doors. Stand by for blue first marker.
I can see the green.
No, man, this is a traitor.
I saw the green. I went for it. Whew, alright, so we're gonna get some flares up there. I saw the green, and I immediately shot.
This is Charlie. We have eyes on, or we have audible on those shots we're investigating. Alpha copies, we're engaging.
Advise, I think action was down.
Like I
Move
said,
to
I'm gonna
contact.
be moderately difficult with this. I'm gonna play it realistically. If I see the green, clearly that's something that catches our eye. But they're already all dead.
This is Mike for 3. I can confirm that I have no contact for Mike from 1.
Playing it evil. What's my closest QRF squad? These guys.
Bravo, Charlie.
Definitely heard those gunshots. We've lost contact with that group.
Set it for Bravo, over.
Be advised, we're going to be coming up from you northwest. Watch fire, check fire.
Solid copy, watch for friendlies.
Please tell me you're gonna move by yourself. I think I'm gonna have to remote him. He does have fuel. But we're gonna go scan.
One, be advised, BTR is on the move.
So contact was initiated, unfortunately, early, but they can still salvage this. If they evade the patrols and still swing around, they can still recover the stealth aspect. But it's going to be completely up to them.
Alright, Alpha, start pushing southwest. There's a compound at 180. Break. Just there's a BTR right to our east, approximately
Push this puppy in.
40 meters.
Ow.
Alpha.
Okay, well, there goes that.
Copy that, good shit.
Now, what is bigger than a BTR that we can send in? Okay.
Nice.
How about the chopper?
Alright, Alpha, go ahead and take us out to that compound then. Bravo, you're going to be in the middle again. Charlie, you're going to hold rear security.
This Charlie.
Again, they could go back to evasion, but it's going to be a bit more difficult now that they just blew up that
Alpha
BTR.
copies. We're checking for dismounts now from that BTR.
So we're just going to flare this area overall, and now the grind begins.
Audible on chopper.
Eddie, yours on fire to the east-south.
They told me stealth hop.
It's like an armed MI8. Alpha, is your AT open for that helicopter run?
So I'm not going to give it any attack. Hot
Nice.
damn!
Fucking nice! You're a fucking god.
Unguided! Touche!
That infantry south, within 100 meters.
I don't have anything left to counter now.
This is Nomad 170.
Alright, let's see what we got. I'm just gonna start hauling ass with stuff, I mean. Damn, that was impressive.
Status of Alpha over.
He got blue on blue by Mike, so we're just picking him up.
Oh, someone got blue on blue. That's not good. Ah, poor Locke. That's fine. I
What
just
are our current orders?
gotta frickin' go nuts here with
Right now, once you get your guy up, we're pushing at a
ungarrison.
bearing
All I can do is just send
190 to a
infantry
small
now and
compound,
whatever armor I
taking
have.
us out.
Copy that. Nomad Charlie.
So yeah, stealth is blown, but
Said it.
the chopper landed danger close to friendlies too.
Helicopter
But
explosion. We're getting him down with Mike.
Jesus.
Copy.
Let's get him a
Nomad,
warm
this is
welcome.
one. We're up and moving. We're heading south-southwest out of the flare. Over.
Copy that. Yeah, we need to push out of here.
Where are my lights?
Taking tracer fire from the south
Apparently you
again.
don't have lights. Okay, that's fine.
Bravo in
Send you
contact.
across.
One copy. We're gonna go ahead and flank left.
Yeah, I mean that completely negates the need for the damn Zeus AA, but it's fine. Yeah, quote 10 me.
Nomad, this is Charlie. Be advised, we're gonna drag behind a little bit back here.
Yeah, copy that. Can you hurry up and get up here?
Gonna put another wave of
Just trying to get guys up.
flares.
That's all.
Copy that. Do you need assistance?
This is Bravo, we have contacts just down slope to the east of this compound.
So red flare to mark their exact position, white flare for general illumination,
Copy that.
and let's start dialing in some mortars too.
Alpha,
Action,
Charlie.
reaction. Yeah, who needs stealth when you can kill everything? Exactly. That's it's a very great
stations,
philosophy
watch,
to have.
check fire coming from the north. Nomad, this is one. We have contacts southeast over.
I still can't believe
We're
they
getting
made that
flares
chopper
landed on
shot.
our position. We need to push out now. Southwest, bearing 185.
Few different units flanking around this guy right behind the bush. Pretty much shooting right in. They're trying to drop him, and they do. But it looks like he got down right there. He wakes back up, though.
We're on you to move.
And we're dialing in with those mortars. So how I have things set up right now is one mortar is going to be flaring, the other mortar is going to be dialing in stuff. So call it again with the red flares, and then white around the red for general illumination in case we're missing something.
What's the situation, guys? Why aren't we moving?
This is Charlie, we're just bandaged up at this time.
We're just trying to dial in on all of them.
Once continuing movement southwest.
Where's my Vic support, buddy? Can you follow that? Looks like he can. Cool. So we'll just give him a waypoint
Bravo,
down.
just take point southwest and keep moving.
Oh, copies.
They fire from our east.
They need to start pushing. They've got room to move. They just need to be
Probably have
persuaded.
gas inside this house complex.
Start dialing them more and more. And get another red flare up. And put that one down. So, bodies, let's start getting rid of some of the stuff they've already passed. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Otherwise, they're still moving in. We're going to start hitting that compound. They're using the little bridges, all these nice little aesthetics. They are trying to now push in. Secure this compound and push across. There's my other ranging shots going down. I've got some more dead units right there from that first squad.
South of our pause.
And I've got this
Copy
other
that
Vic
one.
I'm going to try to send in and put it right here.
One, this is 3, we're on your left side.
Copy that. Sounds like motorized. We got Vic coming towards us, bearing 194.
We have a few different guys set up. They're going to probably get the jump on the players, or just run right in front of them willy-nilly. Hi, look at me. Hello, I am the Bates. And he turns, starts firing at him. And they drop him.
No, man, this is 3.
Here comes that 50.
Danger close engagement on the southeast side, Warren.
And they are quickly... They drop him. Try to get him out. It's because he can't see right now. They've left the flares, so we're going to update their position with said flares.
All good?
Red flare right on their position. And then we're just going to start white flaring
Another flare, Alpha, keep
everything
pushing us
around
south.
them.
Alpha copy's moving.
Let's keep the tempo up, guys. We gotta keep moving.
They do need to keep moving. They're racing the clock because I'm trying to dial in everything
Roger,
on
Alpha,
their
let me know,
position.
when you're set, Charlie will pick up.
Let's try to get some more suppressive fire going on them. Mortar 2, clocked in, ready to go. Put it right behind them. And now they need to push up on that secondary route I talked about. Where is this other BTR? This is an M2 off-road. I guess that will do for now.
Another Vic, 125.
Copy 125, eyes on.
They're already firing at this puppy.
Roger.
See if I can get him to suppress. And he fires back.
This is Bravo, gunner's down.
And they've already outright nailed the damn gunner. Gonna hit the G key on him. He's a
Alright,
second
Alpha, let's keep
auto
moving.
rifleman. And we'll keep that going.
Alpha's moving.
Did I
This
cut the
Charlie,
fuel
we
back
can
from you?
do
Yes,
that,
I
yeah.
did. We're gonna go ahead with our
Okay.
BMP, basically the world ender, because I have seen it wipe Jester's boys before. Except for one, and he was able to get them all back up. But let's put this puppy out there, and then he will be able to move by himself using the dirt roads. Oh, hey guys, you need to get away from the get away from the BMP right now.
That guy's danger close.
Perfect. All right, get out of the interface for him. Go right in Y,
Contact south.
and basically we're just gonna send him cross country. Munson, the commander, is down. He wakes back up. That's great to see.
Back up. There's guys really fucking
Spawn,
close.
we're going to now put basically. Oh, geez, not a minefield.
Alpha's
That'd be
flanking
bad.
right.
Red
Copy that,
flare,
farther right.
red flare,
right guy.
red flare, and then a few white flares around. Right now, they're just going for this compound. I'm trying to have these forces come back to flank around.
Copy that, Charlie.
Delete a few of these body clusters here
Just
to
going down.
optimize frames as best we can, but there's also a bunch of roaming units. Let's see, with all the crazy stuff going on right now, let's see if we can go ahead with
One in,
Sniper
two
McSnipe
were on the
face.
wall.
Copy that, we're in flares again. Let's go ahead and keep pushing.
Out on another Vic.
Troop carrier, northeast.
That's the
perhaps?
BMP going in.
Negative, that's the
Approaching from the road,
BMP.
that's a BMP.
Oh, shit.
BP danger close on the fucking MSR.
It is firing heavily at something right there. These guys to the left are okay. Just saw a
Action
rocket
staff.
go in it, and now she is decrewing.
Advise Bravo.
Good shot from the
the
left, but that
BMP.
has
He's, disabled.
acquired my sniper's attention. And I am trying to put some pot shots around. Something heavy's firing down. That might have been the Z. Yep, ZSU is now firing down on their position. Oh, this isn't good. So flares
BMP
are
is
down.
disabled. This monster taken out.
Working.
Not actual time now. Alpha, what's
All
your
in
status?
all, there actually are not that many people that are down.
Alpha's green, we are on the second floor of the broken
Actually,
building.
I'm gonna
southwest
flare
part of
and
town.
then
Eyes
use
up to
the
southeast,
CSU.
over.
That would make more sense for flight mechanics. But there are always spotters to call in flares.
Copy this,
Squad
Charlie.
leads are coordinating, but regardless where the bulk of them are, we're putting down the red flare and then the white flares around for general illumination. So 2 guys are getting a bit ahead of themselves, Specialist and a PB2.
Bravo, keep the tempo up. Take point, keep pushing south.
See if we can push this puppy up.
Bravo copies.
Here, we'll remote her. Put her forward.
Alpha, go ahead and fall in behind them. Alpha copies, we're moving.
This is Bravo. Did that sound like an RPG?
Let's get more warm. Just gonna fire blindly where I see the red and some slight movement. So I'm gonna get a second shot out there, then get out of her. It's firing a bit above. I cannot see that
RPG to our
crosshair.
straight south.
That's fine.
Alright, keep going.
Alright, but one squad is pushing across. AI, suppressive fire. We're going to suppress where that last red flare was, which is right here. Oh!
This is Bravo. I have eyes on the auto cannon to our west, northwest, on top of a ridge.
That nailed the corporal right there, but he
Copy
wakes
that.
back up because settings of the server.
This is Charlie. We're trying to
Spawn.
get eyes on.
Get more red flares. Oh, now she's firing on her own. Love that thing. Jesus, they fired a rocket up on her position. It hits the camp, killed the main crewman of it, and they decrewed the autocannon. Tough.
Actually, you good?
Flaring around their position once more.
He's just shooting a
I
machine
need to
gun.
coordinate what I've got right here and send stuff in. AI, ungarrison, and now we really need to step things up.
GSU's down. Bravo, keep it up.
Push everything across. Set everything to aggressive, to full,
Let's keep it up, guys. Flares are on our position again.
and the units will fall in place. Let's also start
Bravo, be
taking units
advised,
from over here
there's enemies
to
between
assist
us
with
and
the
you, over.
compound,
In
and
the
everything
vineyard
will
area.
fall into place here.
Yeah, friend, we just took him out. Unknown on how many more. Ready on you to move up with us.
Again, sending everything across, and we're trying to work with what we can. Seeing a few rogue bodies here. They took out the SPG-9 car. I could have sworn I had a third BTR, however, I am unable to find her location. Let me see if I can quickly find her within this. BTR, where are you, baby? Huh, I don't know how you ended up over there, but we need you to come over here and provide some infantry suppression.
028. I see some.
So he's moving slowly. There we go. It's kicking in. That's a BTR-60. That's the weakest of the 3 armor pieces we have, other than the BTR-70 that was first destroyed in the BMP-2, but it can still provide some pretty nasty infantry suppression should it happen. AI, ungarrison. These 2 guys are also going to come out. I'm going to order another round of flares to coordinate with this group being ungarrisoned, and we're just going to do white flares all around this area.
More flares are landing.
That way these guys, when they get out, might be able to engage this group. Seen some light engagements here. They're taking those units
Divert
out.
east away from those flares over. Let's hit them from this rock formation up here.
We're still deleting bodies as we see them.
This is Charlie. Danger close from the northeast. We got him within 50 meters.
Copy that.
Perfect. But now they're back on that main path to assault the compound from the north, but our cord surprises
Charlie, you
are
light
ready to
that
go.
up. Alpha Bravo, you're clear to push up.
You guys are
Roger, Charlie,
absolutely
fine.
right. I do have one more guy left to recruit the ZSU, and I could do some very nasty things with it. Come on, buddy. I gotta wait for the red flares, though. Although, in this line of sight, he's not gonna be able to see them. Anything right here. If it's a little more to the right, he could see a red flare, but through that tree, it's a no-go. So after they start crossing this compound, getting to this territory, then I can use the ZSU again. Regardless, we have more infantry coming in. I'm going to ungarrison this team and send them out. That's also a very large patrol I will put out right there. And we're just going to start grabbing everything from surrounding compounds and sending them over to assist in defense. And then you guys
Charlie,
are
pushing behind you
set
to
to
the west.
aware, so you guys move faster. Alright, here our units go. We're going to do another round of flares in this back general direction where these guys are scanning. They're going to hold, listen to those gunshots from that compound.
Trees towards the main objective. Ready on off, and I'll try to catch up.
Copy that, Bravo. You can start your movement now while Alpha's finishing this clearing here.
With the flares, we're trying to, since they're pushing ahead much quicker than anticipated, and apparently this M2 car managed to flip itself for whatever stupid reason, because the AR are very good at doing that.
Be advised,
Got the BTR coming in.
Eyes on 1 times
I
armored
do still
Vic
have
out to the
mortars, but these
northwest.
guys have been moving way too quick. They were slow up here for the mortars, which allowed me to start dialing in, but ever since then they've been moving way too quick for me to start dialing on mortars. There's a Moz round that went right on her. They're putting another AT round in her. She's gonna cook off and die.
Get out of here, get out of here.
Let's see if I can get him to charge in. No, his engine's absolutely fucked, so hopefully none of them are gonna stay around right there to be blown up. And they're already moving once again. Spawn effect, we're going to put some red flares over here where we know their position. And then white flares, as I predicted, that building gets taken out. No casualties, though.
Charlie, be advised, we're getting
Melius was still pretty close.
About 5 team-sized element. Break.
And we're just putting another round of flares down. Perfect. Let's try to send everybody in with all deliberate speed. I'm seeing a large buildup of
Charlie,
units.
this is our Alpha, this is Charlie.
But we need everyone to start coming in ASAP.
Alright, Bravo, take us out. We're gonna keep moving.
Alpha's moving 211.
But this is what I like about small,
we're gonna wait
less
for
than
those,
20 people ops. If you
flares.
keep an iron fist within your commanding, you can keep everyone moving very, very quickly. Again, going to my point of, if I were to compare the average TSB player to the average 506 player, this is what we get. Keep in mind, a lot of these guys are actually part of that average group today. We're seeing some PVTs, PFCs, because, again, Drummer, Jum, aka Jester, or Brewer, aka War Games, were not able to make it tonight, so it was my decision to allow all these nice people to come in. That ZSU is in a firing angle now. First, we're going to flare. And we're going to put the red flare over here.
Charlie, go ahead and take the right side of Bravo. We're gonna push at this thing at a line.
And the white flare.
Roger that, Charlie, we're pushing.
Now let's get this nasty
We're gonna
ZSU.
encompass the entire compound.
Once that red flare lands, we'll do it early.
Let's push up, guns up.
Only fired a few shots. She's going to be forced to reload, but she fired them a little to the right, which means she actually has eyes on these guys now. But they're pushing
Lasers
in.
are good to be on.
There it goes.
CSU off to our west.
This is Charlie getting engaged by the SU. Break. No eyes on, over. Copy that.
There goes the suppressive fire, trying to cover that compound.
West, over.
Oh, these guys pushed in pretty hard. And we're hearing that ZSU now fire by itself. Alright, they're breaching the compound, guys. We need to get in. Every surviving group needs to start coming in. Now a moment of silence as we try to recuperate what the hell's going on. That 50 cal spraying in takes another person down.
We got guys down from Bravo over here. We're securing over.
Got 3 casualties right now. One of them wakes back up. We're down to 2. Ran right up to him! Good God, these guys are nuts. I love Boko Haram. How vigorous their units can be and how overzealous, literally charging right up to the enemy to take them out. That's what the AI does, and I find it amazing, pretty balancing, and absolutely hilarious.
No bad, Charlie. Send it.
We're going to red flare this area right here, which a lot of contacts are coming from, and I'm going to put 4 white flares around.
Who is there, guys down? Bravo to the time
Start
down.
covering that area. I'm going to give another suppressive fire order. more towards the back wall. But they're now way too danger close for me to call in artillery fire right behind that wall. So we'll put it right there, give it a wide spread. Munson's down again.
We still have that Zeus gun behind us.
That Zeus gun is going to stop firing when they start getting in the compound because it's too close to risk. But meanwhile, a lot of casualties on the enemy team. They're just trying to call in ZSU fire. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? This squad is pretty much been wiped from the units within the buildings here. There's a large buildup of forces coming in.
Charlie is hit. Millie's down. Where's Charlie? You up?
So I'm going to try to leave some dead bodies in here in case they need to acquisition everything, but they need to just smoke in advance and get into this compound ASAP. Hostage is still alive. His laptop's still intact. That's good. But let's start getting in more of these flares now. Spawn effects. Again, red flare to mark position. And then we're going to use white flare to put everything around over here.
Alpha, you in the...
But we have a massive amount of reinforcements
This is Alpha 282.
getting ready to try to outflank.
Bravo Charlie.
A lot of my vehicle support is down, though.
Be advised, we're in the northwest side of the compound break.
And they've taken out
We're
these
pushing
vehicles,
into the,
more or less.
compound here in about break.
Stepman did not
Charlie,
check that
break out.
frickin' vehicle. He literally gets out and outright just empties his entire magazine
Charlie.
in him.
This is Bravo.
And Locke has no idea where
We're
he
just pushing
is.
in into the compound, the center building here in about 30 Sierra.
I think Locke just shot at Aldridge, actually.
Bravo, got 2 guys down.
2 people up here, they're getting these guys up. But again, large amount of forces starting to come in. As now, everyone is going to be focusing on this massive amount of CSAT units that are going to start pushing in. I'm going to manually drive this vehicle up. One moment. I don't know why, but with the off-road M2s, they get a little twitchy with the garages. But as you can see, like, if you watch the vehicle and how I do the brakes and whatnot, it can be very, just touch and go with its controls. Like that. Like that. Its brakes and hydraulics are nuts.
I see the target in the window.
So I'm bringing the M2 in. He'll fire at whatever he can. I'm going to quickly check the bottom left, see if I still have my flares. I do. Spawn. There we go. Just white flare everything because it's the best illumination piece. Enemies are practically everywhere. We're just getting some lighting down. And they've completely outflanked the turret I set up to engage the front side south of the compound if need be. But I'm not sure if these guys know just how many enemy units are down and around. I hear that Dishka firing. And it looks like he is basically turning to basically murder Pips right there. And it looks like they also dropped these 2 guys. I mean, here's that 50.
How's it going in there, guys?
Trying to adjust it so he doesn't, like, clip into the wall right there since other people were down. But with this all going on, we got 3 people on the outskirts, and we've got 3 people down. We got a 4th one down right here that they're going to need to get up. But I think at this rate, I'm going to give an ungarrison order to the guys inside, and then we're going to do another wave of flares, kind of to fulfill a counter push. They knocked out that Dishka.
North. I need one of the teams to grab rear security.
But everything
Roger
is
that,
now
Bravo, this is
converging.
Charlie.
I'm going to
I've got a man down
ungarrison
in that
this
building.
group. Send them in.
Nomad Charlie.
And these 2 guys are still in here for whatever reason.
My 2 that are up are going to go ahead and hold here at the north.
And we basically just have a lot of marauding infantry sticking around the sides.
Mike
Ungarrison that group.
Send it.
And now
Yeah, I've got one down on me as well.
they've got the
This is my
compound
last guy.
secured.
Might be on me
Very
over.
good to see. But
Pause.
now they're kind of trapped. Veen is coming in. Basically, no one's clearing this back corner. Right where I have my nice little hidden flares. I'm going to put this flare in a copy-paste command so I can post it much better, because now we're only going to be using white flares. And I'm just waiting for these units to figure out how to go in.
We're immediately exfilling northwest. Alpha, go ahead and take us out.
There's the intel. That's secured.
Charlie, be advised,
They got the HVT tied down. Now they need to get the hell out of here.
Over. Copy, Charlie. You're going to continue to engage contact. Alpha, break contact, push northwest. Bravo, break contact, push northwest.
Alpha copies, we're moving northwest.
Trying to do a counter push on them. They just threw a grenade, I think. These guys trying to run around. Yep, grenade basically dropped them. Good call right there instead of pieing that corner. They're going to clear this building out, but yeah, I mean, the damage has been done. I'm going to take these guys and have them come to the northern entrance, and I can start giving some search and garrison orders. Pips is still down back here.
Alpha, let's go. Take us out. We got to pull out of here. We're going northwest. Let's go.
You guys want to see something evil? Alright. Alright. Flare. Teleport. Need to teleport myself right here.
We're breaking contact.
Ah, he died! Damn it!
Send it.
I was getting ready to take
Be
him.
advised, Bravo team lead is down. 2 IC
Getting ready to
stepping
take
up.
him.
Working on checking in on him. Time now. Over.
Oh, so close. So close. Damn. So those flares are down. I'm wondering if they're going to possibly take them out. They're actually going to put demo on it. Nice. Nice. Mortars are needed. I do agree, but my mortars are fucked. They got them fair and square. And now they need to find a way out of here, but I've got units everywhere to account for this. They have been shooting out the lights as well. If we were to now look at this at night, look at all the lights they shot out.
Team leads missing / KIA. 2 IC is stepping up at this time.
Yeah, Pips is unfortunately KIA back here. So close to being my hostage. Oh well, we almost got him.
Be advised, Bravo is moving out of the compound. Time now. We
Let's
also
see if
have
I can get.
explosives
Oh, come
set
on!
up
I
as
was
orders
just
for
about to
our
remote
exfil.
him
Over.
to fire RPGs at you. I guess, yeah, he's technically MIA since they don't know where he is, but he was killed in action.
Moving out with
Copy
Alpha.
that.
It's back to base.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Charlie, this is Bravo.
Bravo, Charlie, go.
Be advised,
This group
once you guys
never
are
left.
clear of that compound,
Here.
sound it up. I'll detonate those charges and we'll take care of those mortars. Over.
Let's go nuts.
Charlie, Wilco, out.
They were exfilling at a bearing of 010.
Alpha copies, 010.
We're getting reports of them coming right here. We're going to start sweeping with M2s. And hopefully all of our reinforcements can start running
This Charlie,
around
give us about
in that
15
direction.
CR, you're good to blow.
Solid copy.
But based on this, all
Charlie,
of
this
these
is actual.
bodies...
2-3, Go, this Charlie. is 1.
Charlie, interrogative. Do you guys have more Moz rounds? Over.
just deleting
this
stuff,
Charlie's
and they
negative.
are pushing out, fighting some of the stragglers. But here come our
teams, this is
Vics.
Bravo.
So let's give them
Control
a warm
jet
welcome, shall we?
in 5, 4, 3, 2. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole.
Just do it!
Alpha, this is Charlie.
Alright. Now, these idiots all had a clusterfuck with their Vics
Charges
and
detonated.
died.
Mortars
GG.
destroyed.
Fucking GG, guys.
Copy that, good work.
Otherwise, they just need to run out of here. My infantry, I'm going to try my best to set
Let's
them
keep
all to
pushing. Let's
full
follow
to
these
try
rock walls
to
up.
chase after them, but I think they've successfully disengaged. Wait. Oh, let's see.
Bravo, this is Charlie.
Send it for Bravo, over.
I'm just gonna give him
I was told
willy-nilly.
that one of you guys may have walked in front of our guns, by the way. You may want to check it.
We'll just fire
Solid
behind him.
copy, we'll look into
Because
it.
I have
Thanks for
no
the heads
eyes
up, over.
on their
Yep, no, sorry, happened. Out.
position. Or that thing might even be out of ammo, I don't know. But
Alright, let's follow this vineyard down straight north.
trying my best to chase after these guys, setting everything to full that I can. But yeah, they've gotten out of here. Like, this is my view right now. I can't see shit. Oh, I can if they're skylining.
Enemies in this vineyard.
And they get me. I can if they skyline and I can see them past the moonlight. But my flares are down. The ZSU, I gave it a suppressive fire order and she's not firing. I think she's out of ammo.
If you want to hold here for about 30
Yeah, she's
Sierra,
completely out of
we'll
ammo.
punch
I don't
up
have
and
any
get a hole for
resupply
Alpha
up
to
there.
push through.
Radio and air support.
Bravo copies. We'll also be willing to take points so we can cover Alpha's approach.
Let's
over.
call some puppy in. Down from the
Roger,
south
do
right
it.
here.
Copy that.
Full
Bravo's taking point.
FAB.
Time
This will
now.
take me a moment to set
Copy
up.
that. Alpha's following behind.
Actually, we'll do Czechoslovakia and Cherno-Russian forces, Red Star, whatever the hell.
BMP2 straight ahead northwest.
FAB.
Unknown distance.
Let's
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall
They're
Barry
calling in that
340.
BMP2, but it was already taken out.
Так точно.
You know, you can say training wheels all you want, but I suppressed the shit out of them with the ZSU. I sent vehicles their way. I mortared them. I constantly flared their position. I sent a shit ton of infantry at them. I have my hands up, kind of shrugging here, like, what do you want me to do? The rest of it's just a stupid AI not charging in.
Alright, let's keep it moving.
And I have deliberately killed a few of them with direct suppressive
Alright, now
fire
take us
orders
out
from
at a bearing
ports, so
350.
there aren't really any training
Alpha,
wheels.
this is Charlie.
Go for Alpha.
Yeah, we'll hold
Oh,
three.
the
You let us know when
frickin'
you're
they
across.
immediately shot the
Copy that,
helicopter
we're,
down with the
moving
frickin'
down.
blind fire, but I'm putting this thing up to see if I can be
Roger,
aggressive with her.
Так точно.
Alpha, this is Bravo. Over.
Let's
But,
give him a warm
yeah.
welcome, shall we?
They went
Be
in,
advised,
did
we're
what they
holding
needed
out the
to,
road
they're fucking off.
Make sure you guys are covered while you get across. We'll start shifting once you guys get up to us. Over.
I'm not sure if the turret will
Solid
still
copy,
be
we're,
up,
just about there.
though.
Go for Alpha.
Be advised, I'm having
Bravo's
some
moving
technical
up. Time
issues
now.
with communicating with you, so might have to relay to someone.
And here she comes.
Say again, who's having trouble communicating with us?
AI level high,
Actuals
AI
have trouble
levelers.
communicating.
One time's Hilo coming up to us from
It's
the
this.
south.
That's how they like it.
Copy. Well, that means we gotta get the fuck out of here.
You guys keep quiet since it's pitch fucking black and
Alpha's,
it's just
ground
trying to
mark
find you. It won't fire at you. I'm just letting the AI do it if they spot you.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
They're hitting it with GMGs. And they knocked out her tail rotor.
Actual, this is
Too
Bravo.
late to
Be
give the
advised,
pilots
continuing to
NVGs.
move
They already
now that the
fucked it with
helicopter is cleared
asset that they
BAO. Over.
commandeered.
We're clear.
Alpha's moving.
This is Boko
Nice
Haram.
job,
They don't
Pikachu.
have bears. I could send a tank up at them, though. Let's send up some sort of heavy armor piece from the Czechoslovakian guys.
Готов действовать.
Put these
Ясно,
puppies in.
приступаем. Так точно.
Top flank.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Let's pull east of that explosion.
Bravo copies, pulling east.
Alpha
and
copies moving east. Charlie following in tow.
in the past, I have given my player base 506 style ops, and sometimes they nail them, and sometimes they don't. And it's just the fact that you can run an Arma op multiple different ways, and a different result can come out. Last week, I wiped them. They all spent way too much time in
let's
this
push
fucking
back
kill
straight
box,
north.
and I wiped them. twice.
Bravo copy is pushing straight.
But since I'm a guest Zeus, and I can't just declare the Alpha fail right there, I had to bring one of them back up.
Charlie, look up.
So, I'm aggressive. I pull what I can, but it's when the op demands it.
Lasers off, by the way. We're clear of any CQB.
They're pretty much clear. I didn't get to use the sniper as much as I wanted to, but I dialed them in while the ZSU was firing. But the lighting was a bit difficult. I wanted this to be a little bit brighter so I could use them a bit more, but like I said, sniper in the night with an SVD, doesn't work too well.
Send it.
Interrogative, are we going to be going back through the cave when we came downhill, or are we going to go around it this time? Over.
Whichever way is
I mean, they've pretty much cleared it. The AI are being way too slow. And there's not really anything I have left in their way.
The cave is probably safer from air assets.
So yeah. We're good. I mean, yeah, I can... Let's test that theory. Yep. I could get the sniper right now. We can try to look near the fire, see if we see anything. I'm looking. But feel free to shout out if you see anything, because I think I see flickering right there, but they're all wearing black too, so doesn't help me too much. I'm trying to look for the green of one of their NVG lenses, but like I think I just saw it right over there, but nothing to really clarify on. And the fire just went out. That's what I got.
We're good.
This is Zeus to ground command. Do you copy?
Zeus, this is Alpha, Regis Lima Charlie on Tree Zero, over.
Roger. Mission is a success. I repeat, mission is a success.
Alpha copies, mission complete.
Mission complete.
Mission complete. Griff, I would agree, but if we're talking about that weekend's op, you can come talk to me on TSB, like, after I finish with this debrief, but the reason that happened was based on the op. What helicopters?
Exactly.
Liru, I'm very upset at you.
Okay. Seriously, what helicopters? You shot one down, like, immediately, and the second one you, like, 40 Mike to death with the AGS. Yeah. So, seriously, what helicopters?
I airbursted the first one. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at the end there? Oh, I didn't even know.
Like, no, the very first helicopter, which you might not even have known, I ranged the airburst for 300 meters. I'm like, yeah, that's about 300. Shot it. It went off next to it and put it down.
But yeah, I geared that as, you guys told me, a night stealth mission. Did it as a night stealth. Stealth got blown because when Munson and the other person were walking by, they were literally within about 3 meters of one of the two of them, and I remote controlled the lead one, kept him walking, and then I saw the green of the NVGs. So, fun stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even fucking see him.
Did you hear me just screaming on the radio?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard you scream danger close, or was it like that? Something like that.
Yeah, and it was on Medical Net, too. It's the first thing I touched on the keyboard.
So, I don't know if he's still here. The only person that died, he stuck his head in, and Adishka kind of removed it. But right before I could take him as a hostage, he died.
Who was it?
Yeah, it was Pips.
Pips. Oh, it was Pips. I heard someone leave, but I wasn't sure who it was.
I'm very upset, Liru. I named this goat before we went into this compound. His name was Buddy. Did you name it
Tom Brady? Oh.
No, his name was Buddy. I sat there and talked with him for a couple seconds. I come back from the compound, and he's dead.
I didn't remote control and kill any goats. That's them.
I got a confession to make.
I sat there and cried about him.
She
you know
cried
that-
over the body.
You know that big Dan that we just had at the end of the mission complete as a celebration?
Let's
Yeah,
let's give
that
him
was
a
him.
warm welcome, shall we?
We don't have lamb. I make goat.
All right. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty interesting
thank
to
you,
bring
thank
in
Those were good.
other
it was fun.
players and yeah, good
That was
stuff.
fun. First time playing. I don't know when. Never mind. Disregard.
Do you know if we're on for next week, Liru? I guess not. I guess Brewer will let you know.
I mean, how we have it down is it's happening every week unless something comes up. But you know, I've got it planned for next week unless you guys fire me. So
That's not
You're
quite.
fired.
I'm fired.
If they,
Fire Liru.
if they fire you, I hire you for this.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll hire you for our own secret squirrel stuff.
We're better squirrels anyway.
Don't let them catch you saying that.
One time,
I've
one
already
time,
mic'd the
please.
helicopter.
I want us all to have to dress up in suits, and
They
that's
all know it.
like undercover, like James Bond suit.
You want to do a
If you want to do that, we can do that. I mean,
I want to have a Moz off. 1v1 Moz, bro.
1v1
Alright.
Moz.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for
man.
watching.
Later, guys.
Later
Thanks,
on.
Go
Leo.
operate
See you,
operationally.
man.
Very well done, man.
If you scroll down
Much
to the
appreciated.
TSB official stream
Yeah, Lux,
slash
I
op
don't know what
slash training
happened there.
schedule and
I
click on that
couldn't hear
button,
you.
all of those
I
ops are
think right
streamed,
when
at
you
least
entered
from
the
mine.
compound, everything you said just
And
heard the radio key. But
take
nothing
care.
else.
Really? Oh.
Yep, and I noticed because I kept hearing your thing key up whenever I would call you.